Hey, nice shirt, Jack. And a suitcase? Are you going somewhere?
Well, Sarah, I've been bitten by the travel bug, so I'm going to go to the beach for a holiday.
Well, it sounds nice, but can you not go just yet? Jack has just said he's been bitten by the travel bug. Now, that might sound strange, but it's actually an idiom. An idiom is a commonly used phrase that has a different meaning to its literal definition. Bitten by the travel bug means that you have a strong desire to travel. Here are some other travel idioms. To put your feet up means to relax.
It's been really stressful at work. I can't wait to get to the beach and put my feet up.
To hit the road means to begin a journey.
I'm all packed, everything's ready to go. I'm going to hit the road.
To be on the move means to be travelling from one place to another.
You might not be able to call me while I'm gone because I'm going to be on the move. Speaking of which, I'm off.
Bye, Jack. That means he's leaving. See you, Jack. Well, now that it's just me, let's take a look at the different types of travelling options in Australia. You can fly to a destination by taking an aeroplane, which we usually shorten to plane. You can also drive. Sometimes we call a driving holiday a road trip. You can also take a train or a bus, or you can go on a cruise on a ship. When you arrive at your destination, there are a few different accommodation options, which means places you can stay. You can stay in a hotel or a motel. Motels are usually designed for people travelling by car. Resorts often have more facilities, like, for example, pools or restaurants or tennis courts. You can go camping, which is when you stay in a tent or maybe a caravan or camper trailer. You can camp in a camping ground or sometimes in the bush, which means in nature. You might want to stay in a B&B, which stands for bed and breakfast. A B&B is private accommodation where you can book a room overnight. Backpacker is a word we use to describe someone who travels with their belongings in a big backpack or rucksack. A backpacker's hostel is a cheap accommodation option where travellers often stay in shared rooms. Now, let's see how Jack's going.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Jack. How's the holiday going?
I've just arrived. I'm sitting on the beach now.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, I decided to fly. It's much quicker than driving.
Smart move. So, are you looking forward to putting your feet up?
I'm already putting my feet up, but I'll be on the move again pretty soon. I might go camping, but I'll have to buy a tent first. That'll be only for one night, though. The rest of the time I'm going to stay at a B&B.
So, you're not staying in a backpacker's then?
I've met a couple of backpackers. There's some backpackers hostels around. That's probably why. Anyway, while I'm here, I'm going to read a book or two. I might go shopping. I'm not going to do any work, though.
Well, I'm very jealous. Have a great holiday. I'll talk to you again later. Bye.
See ya.
Now, when Jack told me about his plans for his holiday, he used the future tense. For example, he said, "I'll be on the move again pretty soon." I'll is the contracted form of I will, which we use to talk about a definite future action. When we use going to followed by a verb, it shows that we're planning something in the future. For example, Jack said, "I'm going to stay in a B&B. I'm going to read a book or two." Jack also said that he might go shopping. Now, might indicates a possibility in the future. You can also use may. For example, I might get a tan, or I may go swimming. If you want to make those negative, you add not. So, I might not get a tan. I will not go swimming. I may not rent a car.
I'm back.
That was quick. How was your holiday?
It was fantastic. The weather was great. I went camping and fishing. I rented a place near the beach. Oh, and I got you this souvenir.
Thanks. Well, now you're back. It's a good time to talk about the past tense.
Okay, well, let's start with was, because my holiday was fantastic. Was is the past tense of to be. If my holiday hadn't gone so well, I could have said it wasn't great, which is the contracted form of it was not great. I also said I went fishing. Went is the past tense form of to go. And if I wanted to make that negative, I'd say I did not or I didn't go fishing.
Let's look at some rules for forming past tense. If a verb ends with a consonant, like walk, you add ed. So walk plus ed becomes walked. Rent plus ed becomes rented. If the verb ends in e, then you sometimes just add d, like hike becomes hiked. There are plenty of exceptions, and these are called irregular verbs. For example, buy becomes bought, bring becomes brought, and ride becomes rode. There are lots more of those tricky verbs, but the good news is you can practice them by describing something fun.
Well, happy travelling and don't forget to share your stories with us. Bye.
Bye.